Hi, welcome to my page. Click here to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Have you had a traumatic event in your life? Or maybe you're a victim of abuse, a car accident? A lot of these things stick with folks for a long time, and PTSD is of course a very real diagnosis. So one of the questions that I get a lot of times is, how does Social Security approach my PTSD condition? And a lot of times we think that our medical records just include every bit of information that Social Security would need to make a decision. But there are a few things that are really important and unfortunately are oftentimes absent from medical files. For starters, the Social Security judge and the adjudicators have to be able to identify the initial source of the trauma. So we know these things are very difficult to talk about, but it's very important that your counselor or your therapist has some baseline understanding of the traumatic event that led to the PTSD diagnosis. Having the diagnosis is just simply not enough. Additionally, when we look at PTSD cases, they're looking for other things that are common but may not be something you talk with your doctor about. Perhaps you're irritable, you're agitated, you're grouchy with your family. Classic signs of PTSD, but not things we may not talk to the doctor about directly. Additionally, we look for things like hypervigilant scanning. You're always aware of your surroundings. You're concerned about what people are up to. You hear loud noises and you startle easy. And those are key diagnostic criteria for PTSD, but they're also part of what the Social Security Administration is looking for that diagnosis. Social interaction difficulties, poor sleep, nightmares, flashbacks, things that are hard to talk about, but it's very important that the doctor has some idea of the frequency of the nightmares and the flashbacks, the duration, and even more importantly, how long does it take you out of the loop? If you and I were watching TV together and you had a flashback, how long would you have to isolate in your room by yourself before you could come back out and we could return watching television? Those things translate to worker limitations, things that bosses would have to put up with in the workforce, and oftentimes make the difference between a winning PTSD case and one that doesn't win. If you'd like to talk with your case specifically, please give me a call at 417-882-1800, or you can go on to urdisabilityrep.com to catch this video and many others like it to get advice on how to proceed with your claim. Our door's always open. I'm glad to talk with you. I'm Roy at the Resource Center, and I want to be your disability rep.